So much talk about a woman's body, her choice, and like that.
Yeah.
My question is, if we give a woman the right to opt out of motherhood,
Right.
should we also give a man the right to opt out of fatherhood and 18 years of child support?
I agree. You don't agree?
No, I don't know.
But if a mom walks into an abortion clinic and says, you know what, I'm not feeling this, and gets an abortion, the dad has no say, how come this mom can't, let's just say it's a one-night stand, just hypothetical, and the mom comes back to the dad and is like, hey, I'm pregnant. Why can't he opt out if she was able to say, hey, I don't want this baby? It's a double standard.
Well, he could obviously sign his rights away, but he cannot physically make
He can't sign his rights away because he has to pay child support.
I mean,
He is legally bound by child
to be
support.
honest, that's just the way it is.
I know, but do you think it's right?
You can't tell a woman to have an abortion. Like, that's it.
I know, but do you think it's right that a mom can say, I don't want this baby, but a dad never can?
I mean, I just think that's just the way it is.
Team, back at it again. As you can see, I got beautiful lighting today. This thing is beaming. I wish I could get this natural light every day. Anyways, as you just saw a clip from It's Complicated channel, and let me give a big shout out to him. Phenomenal content. I love watching him. I'm subscribed to him. If you haven't subscribed, go check it out. It's amazing content. This gentleman goes and he interviews people on the Vegas Strip, and his questions are phenomenal. Like, I can't even begin to tell you how insightful they are, because it gives you an idea where he sets up a premise, and it's almost as if you question your thought process going through answering the questions. Fantastic. Anyways, my last video was about holding other women, holding women accountable, and here's another example, right? Here's another example of a double standard that's being called out. As you can see, there are two women in this scenario where he asked this question, right? And one thought about it and honestly questioned, yeah, it is a double standard. And then she's holding her friend accountable because her friend, it's almost as if she's loyal to the sisterhood. Right? It's almost as if she's loyal to the sisterhood, because you know what? They want equality, but only when it benefits them. They don't want equality, right? They want to cherry pick. They want to go in the supermarket and say, I'll take some of this, I'll take some of that. But I don't want that. That's yucky. Ugh, put that back. Right? And it's a very cool thing to see. Now, here's my thought on this whole question, right? Is it fair that a woman can opt out of pregnancy, opt out of parenting, right? Is it fair that she can do it, but a man cannot? Right? That's a question that is not posed, because as men we have to take on that responsibility. You know, it's our jobs, and there are a lot of situations. You know, let me bring up that Brittany Renner situation. If you don't know her, it's this Instagram IG model that got involved with this NBA basketball player, almost like a predatory way, right? She was stalking him during his college days, and you know, he thought that you know, she was interested in him. But what happened when she got pregnant? She kicked him to the curb. Now he has to pay this insane amount of child support, which it's crazy, right? Which brings me back to the topic, right? Is it fair that a woman can decide whether or not she's a parent, but a man cannot decide whether or not he's a parent without enduring the burden of child support? Phenomenal question, man. Phenomenal question. And you know, my thought process on that is, yeah, it should go both ways. It should be equality both ways. It shouldn't just be a double standard where a woman has all the right to her body, which, you know, she does, and she should, rightfully so. You know, but there should be an equal opportunity for both parties. Now, if this young man that's involved with this Instagram IG model, you know, wanted to opt out of that, he had the opportunity to opt out of it, I think he would, right? Because obviously this lady's a predator. I know I use that word and I use it loosely, but there's no fun and games about that, right? I mean, she definitely wasn't shooting in the gym with this dude. But if this girl can secure a bag of $250,000 a month, I believe the last article I saw, it said that she can get up to a $250,000 a month. For what, right? Like what infant needs $250,000 a month? What infant needs that much money? What toddler needs $250,000 a month? Right? So it has to get into a logical place where if we decide we want to be parents, right? It got to be a two-way street, or else one of the parents can opt out. Furthermore, what this does is it incentivizes moms, right? It incentivizes moms to be predators. Now, I'm not saying all women. I'm not saying that. You know, I'm not naive enough to say anything like that, because, you know, a lot of times a child is brought from a situation where both parties, you know, at some point loved each other. But there are also these situations that come across my timeline where I see one of the parent being almost abusing the system. I know I brought up that example about this Brittany Renner situation. I don't know why this girl's in my head, but, you know, that situation I felt awful about. You know, I felt that, you know, there should be an opportunity for, you know, for both parents to be able to say, you know what, I don't want to deal with it. And if the mom decides to have the child, then she decides to have the child. I think that would, you know, that would eliminate a lot of the single parent situation, because if you provide an incentive for these women to go ahead and have a baby and be a single mom, you know, what's going to happen? Well, you're going to create an environment where there are a lot of single moms. If you take away that incentive, you know, I think we'll start seeing more full households, more families, more situation where people are very selective on who they choose, right, to have a child with. They'll be extremely selective, rather than just doing it for the cash payout, which sadly I think a lot of these women are doing, taking advantage of it, because it does come with a cash incentive. You know, what woman doesn't want a $250,000 payout, right? You know, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear your opinions. Go ahead and leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video. You know, as you can see, I'm trying. My goal is to get to 100 subscribers. I'm at 61 right now. Your boy is struggling. Help your boy out. If you're watching the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. See you guys on the next one. Peace.